What's happening, guys? Long overdue video. I hope you're all having a cracker and amazing start to the week. Just want to touch base a little bit, get another video uploaded. We're going to be doing a pull day, so we're going to run you through that, a lat focused pull day. A little update, we are on the last 4 weeks of the growth phase. Another 4 weeks to go, and then we're going to be starting a little cut. We're going to be treating it as a prep. We're going to set a date. We have something in the plans, in the works. I don't know if it's going to go ahead 100%, but either way, we're going to book a photo shoot and set a date and treat it like we would any other bodybuilding prep. Keep you guys along for the ride. I'll speak about like how training is, our food, take you through like days in the life, a little bit of vlog styles. We'll talk about supplements. I know a lot of you guys do like to hear about that, both the sports supplements and the PEDs. The performance enhancing drugs. With that, guys, gonna get a little bit of a warm up, get the blood pumping before we head into our first set. All right, guys, so now we're in the first exercise. We did 3 warm-ups, just building no fatigue, just literally feeding up to that first working set where we go all out. No reps left in the tank. So the first machine that we're using, guys, is the Nautilus single-handed lat pull down. Now, it's not your traditional lat pull down that you guys see where your elbows are going a little bit wider, where it's actually a little bit more for the upper back, the rhomboids, the traps. We're actually going to be aligning a little bit better with the muscle fibers within the lat. So we're bringing our elbow alongside and parallel with our torso, as you guys will see. So we're doing a first working set, which is going to be the heavier load. So we're doing it for a little bit of a lower rep range, aiming for that 5 to 9. Alright, guys, now we're into the second set, the back off set, where we go for a little bit of a high rep range. So for the unilateral work, the single arm movements, I like to get a little bit of a break. Just giving like a 30-second rest in between the arms, just to catch my breath, to make sure that we are failing within the muscle, not within our cardiovascular. Alright, guys, so for that first movement, we did one from above, coming down. Now we're going to be doing our horizontal pull. Using the Nautilus machine as well, the plate loaded. One of my favorite machines. It's a love-hate relationship with this motherfucker. With this one, you want to be bracing. So if you're doing left arm, you want to be bracing with the left leg. And when you're coming, you don't want your elbow and your upper arm to go too much further than the torso. I see a lot of people like they'll come around, they'll swing. You feel it more, but feeling isn't always the correct stimulation. So when you come in line with the torso, that's it. All right, first working set, guys. We've got 4 biscuits on each side. Come on, motherfucker. Come on. Feels extra fucking heavy today. Alright, guys, so the first movement, we did a row from above, then we did a horizontal row, and both of those are predominantly going to be the heaviest within that short range at the back here. So while we're fresh in the gym, you want to prioritize those type of lifts, and then now our energy's a little bit suppressed itself. Obviously, we've utilized it. Now we're going to something that is a little bit more focused on the stretch part in the lengthened range. The Lateral Low Row, it's been something that I've added within the last 5 or 6 week rotations of my lifts, and I'm enjoying it. The stretch you get is just amazing. All right guys, moving on to the fourth exercise. We're gonna be focusing again on the lengthened range. We're doing a lat pull down with the D handles. A bit more unilateral work, but we're training them at the same time. Now this one, we're hanging in that lengthened spot for 2-3 seconds. Coming down, big squeeze, pulling outwards, and then 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3. Don't lose the tension. And at the top, you still want to keep tension within the back. And come down. And as you fatigue, do not stress. You're not going to be able to contract all the way down, but we're just focusing on that lengthened range, that stretch. Actually, alright, fuck it. Is some weights? Yeah. Alright guys, next we go into the rear delt. I love this Nautilus machine for the rear delts. We're coming here, but you want to go a little bit lower with the elbows, going almost ending at like that 45-degree, lining it up a little bit better for the rear delts. We'll get 1 or 2 warm-ups here. Just connect with the rear delt, and then we'll go a little bit heavier. One of my favorite exercises for the rear delts. Hoodles! That's done for rear delt. So that is back done, guys. We're gonna move into 2 bicep movements. We're gonna get one in the short range and then one in the lengthened range, and that'll be it for the pull day. Alright guys, so now we're doing the bicep part of the pull day. We're gonna do 2 movements, one in the short position, which we're doing right now, and then one in the lengthened position. Now, one thing guys, with here, when you're doing these movements, you wanna line up your elbow with the pivot point of the machine. So as you guys see here, this is the pivot, the center point. You wanna align that with the elbow. We'll do 2 sets here. With this one now, with all the other pull movements, I like to do the heavier set first, and then the lighter set second, the higher rep range. But with arms, I like to do it actually the opposite way. I like to do the high rep set first, get that mind muscle connection firing, and then go into a heavier set. All right, so now we're into the second bicep movement. We're going to be working in the lengthened position. So the load of the cable is pulling us backwards, getting the bicep in a nice lengthened stretch position, and then curl. All right guys, so that was it. That was the pull day, the lat bias pull day. We started off 2 lat focus movements, one coming from above, then one coming from horizontal. And then we moved into some lengthened work for the upper back and the rear delts. Moved into some shrugs, and then finished off 2 bicep movements. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. I am gonna get a little bit more consistent with it, I promise. I got my homie Jace behind the camera helping me with the whole process as well. If you guys did like that, smack the like button. I apologize for the background noise. Smack the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. With that guys, till next video, ciao.